right, get in here and let's be real for a minute. There's a difference between just showing up and showing up like a leader. One of those makes people just scroll straight past you, and the other makes people stop and listen. The question really is, which one are you? And if you've been waiting for some kind of permission, all right, to step up, to be seen, to take control of your personal brand and your business, today's the day that stops, right? Because I'm about to show you 3 shifts of why you don't need permission. You don't need a certification, and you sure as hell don't need more credentials to start leading. Leadership is now. So let's begin. What's up, B-Doggers in the house, coming at you live and direct, Facebook Live style. And if we haven't met yet, welcome to my channel. I help ambitious social sellers, entrepreneurs, and personal brand builders go from being overlooked to iconic by creating brands and businesses that people just can't ignore. All right, and I know what it feels like. I've built multiple 7-figure businesses over the past 20 years. I've led teams of thousands of people. I've spoken on some of the biggest stages in the world, and I've helped entrepreneurs around the world completely transform how they show up online. But I want you to know something. I wasn't always the guy people paid attention to, all right? For years, like the past 20 years, I felt like I had to prove myself. I was showing up. I was putting in the work. I was winning the awards. It was all about the recognition. But still, guess what? I was actually watching people who weren't as qualified or certified or have as many runs on the board as me take all the opportunities. And I just thought to myself, well, why is that? Because here's what I've come to realize. People don't follow the most qualified. They follow the most visible. What's the word? Visible. Thank you. So today, right now, we're going to break this down to show you exactly how you can step up, you can own your space, even if you feel like you're not ready yet. Okay, and that's the big one. So who here, who's watching right now, who's with me, who here has ever felt like they needed more, right? More qualifications, another podcast, another book, another notepad at another event, and more sort of certifications or more experience before they can start leading? Drop a me in the chat. Okay, so just drop that me in the chat. Let me know that you are with me, because I think there's a bit of a myth as well around leadership. Okay, so when people hear the word leader, they think of maybe a job title or a rank or a position of authority, but that's not what we're talking about right here. Okay, now certainly, okay, there are some times when you do need some certifications. Like I'm about to go, under anesthetic, and someone's got a scalpel and says, like, I'm really confident in using the scalpel. I'm not qualified, but well, here goes. I'm confident. That's not what I'm talking about. So leadership isn't about a job, though. It's about owning your vision. Okay, it's about planting your flag and saying to the rest of the world, this is what I stand for. This is what I'm all about. This is where I'm gonna set up shop. It's about leading your movement. It's not waiting for someone else to give you permission. Here's the trophy. Here's your trophy. Now big lead, right? If you're waiting for a title to lead, guess what? Your chances are you're already behind the 8 ball. And if you're waiting for someone just to say okay, you'll do. You're going to pick me. Well, I think you've already lost. Right? Because real leadership is, in the eyes of where we have come from over the last 20 odd years, it's committing to yourself and your personal mission and vision, right? It's about taking your ideas, your passion, your mission, and making it your own. So I want you to just think about it. If you're ready to take that on, I want you to drop space. The word space, and you're going to claim your space. Drop it in the chat and let me know. And again, remember, this is interactive, so we need to be working together here. Okay, I'm over here sweating at it. You're watching it, so you just type it in. You work that chat, all right? So I just wanted to share really quickly an example and something that's come up. And it's someone that I actually have in our Iconic Leader Mentoring Program, which is invite only. It's 6 figures and beyond. It's people who really want to take it to that next level. Now, this particular individual, this leader of her own life, she's got drive, she's got the vision, she knows exactly who she wants to help, she knows how she wants to show up in the world, but she's stuck because she thinks she's not qualified enough, right? She doesn't have the right certification. She doesn't have the official stamp of approval. And she feels like she's an imposter because she's not credentialed. Is that a word? Credentialed? It is now, okay? The way some other people are. So what do you think then she's doing? That's right. She's waiting. She's waiting. And I think to myself, well, waiting for what? What are you waiting for? For some imaginary moment when, she feels like she's ready. I'm ready now. I'm ready. I'm just going to listen to one more podcast, one more book, just one more audio. I just need one more quote, one more. Until what? Until you step up and lead? Here's the thing, and here's the big problem, and maybe you can relate to this story as well, and that is, the problem is that moment never comes. You see, the truth is, authority isn't given, it's taken, right? People don't follow credentials, they're following confidence. What are they following? Confidence. And leadership has nothing to do with certification. It has everything to do with how you show up. So I'm fired up. If you're fired up, you're ready for the 3 shifts, you're ready to take some massive action here, drop a fire in the chat. Let me know that you are ready. You're ready to take on this new bold move, right? And again, you've been training for this day forever, right? So it's like, oh my gosh, here I come. I just need to learn these 3 shifts and then I'll be okay. Well, here it comes. Number 1 is stop waiting for permission, right? Shift number 1, stop waiting for permission. Now, let's talk about some of the excuses that I've heard over the past 11 years of my time with social sellers and marketers around the world. People want to build their own personal brand. They know that they want to show up. They want to step up into the world. They feel empowered to do so, but they keep playing small. And here's what usually comes out of the mouth. Well, I'm not a top earner yet, or I don't have enough success to teach anyone else. So why would anyone listen to me? My question is, who the hell made that rule up? I mean, you don't have to be a millionaire to give value. You don't have to hit the highest ranks and have all the recognition and all the trophies to sort of for people to actually take you seriously. I mean, you don't need permission to lead. You just need to decide. So look at the leaders that you admire, right? Did they wait until they were like the number 1 to start showing up? I mean, did they wait till they were number 1 to start teaching people and sharing their journey? The answer is no, they didn't. They built their influence by stepping up long before they arrived. Okay? So if you know, first of all, with the first shift, you know that you've been waiting for permission, you've been waiting for that badge of to say, I'm a leader now I'll start showing up. Just drop number 1 in the chat and let me know that, that's where I'm at. That's what I need to do. I'm just waiting for permission. It's like, hashtag freaking leadership is now. It's now. The world's waiting for you to lead. All right, so shift number 2 now is to own your voice. Own your own voice, even if and even when it is uncomfortable. So I'll give you an example. I see too many people in this online space, they're posting the same generic stuff, the same generic content as every single other person, right? The same quotes, the same stuff, like join this and join me and join that, and I've got this and I'm going to bang you over the head with a science officer and, all that sort of different stuff. It's the same pitch, same recycled crap. All right, it's 2025, not 2021. So it's time to move on. And the world is waiting for you to move on, right? So no one follows a copy-paste brand. People want to follow someone who has a unique point of view, right? Your unique point of view. Someone who stands for something, who's not just someone repeating what, their business partner or whatever told them to post. I mean, come on. I mean, how's that going for you? If you want to be a leader, you need to stop playing it safe and start sharing your unique vision. No one else has got that, right? No one else has your own unique perspective on things. It wouldn't matter if the topic has been done 1,000 times. No one does it like you. No one has seen the world the way you've seen it. No one's seen it from your perspective. So what do you believe about your industry or the business that you're currently in, about success or mindset or results, about what really works? All right, start thinking about this and start claiming your own perspective on things and giving it your own unique voice. So if you know that you've sort of been holding back or maybe hiding behind some, pre-done templated script or whatever else, drop a number 2 in the chat. All right, and if you start to acknowledge it, okay, well, maybe that's me. That is me. Maybe I am just afraid. Like, what will someone say? It's like, what? That's right. That's exactly what you should say. You wake up and say, you wait until I freaking drop this. What will they say then? I mean, you need to just change that perspective and give it to your own voice. All right, now shift number 3 now is to show up like the person that you ultimately know you're going to become, right? It's not like that. It's like the have, do, be, and the be, do, have. Because too many people showing up like a hobbyist rather than a CEO, all right? So here's how you know, okay? So when you start thinking about, is that me? I don't know. Here's how you know if this is you, right? Number 1 is you're inconsistent because you don't feel like it. You're waiting for motivation instead of creating discipline. Or you're acting like a follower instead of a leader, right? The leaders that you are looking up to, the people that are influencing you, the people that you listen to, the people that are showing up and getting inside of your mind and fertilizing your soil, your gray matter, right? They didn't wait until they felt confident. Here's the biggest thing. You need to understand this right now. Courage comes before confidence. Courage comes first. It takes courage to get on the mic. It takes courage to step up and open your mouth and say something. And then you know what comes next? Repetition. Repetition is the mother of all skill. Confidence is merely a skill that you can acquire over time if you do enough reps in the gym, if you do enough reps on the mic, if you do enough reps in terms of sharing your unique voice. Eventually you start to build that muscle up and you're like, poof. And now you look at these people and it's like, man, look at these people. They're confident as, right? They showed up, they took action, and confidence follows along. So I want you to ask yourself this question. If I was already, right, $1 million earner, 7-figure earner, whatever your goal is in how you measure, or like the goalposts that you measure your business, a top recruiter, a top performer, a leader in your industry, how would you show up? I mean, just think about it. Like, you put that coat on for a minute and go, this is how I'd show up. I mean, I'd be thought-provoking. I'd be a thought leader. I'd be opinionated. I'd have something to say. What I want you to do is start acting like that person now, because you're the same. It's funny. You're the same person. No matter whether you've got a trophy, an award, or something in the future, you are going to be it right now. So you might as well have something to say along the way. And then you start acting like it. So if you sort of know, right? If you sort of know, okay, well, I've just been going through the motions, right? I've just sort of been going through the motions rather than showing up. Today, you get to choose. You ultimately get to choose. So you might as well choose to be a leader now. Just start showing up like one. So if you know that you've been playing small and you know that you've just sort of been a bit of a hobbyist, drop a number 3 in the chat. All right, because this is the shift that you can make right now. I mean, it's going to be instant. Change is instant. You know what takes so much time is the fact that you all the what ifs. But what if that happens? What if that happens? What if that happens? And you go through this like pros and cons. Let's get the whiteboard out and do another pro and con. And it's like and you can go over and over. What happens if that breaks? What happens if that? Oh man, just show up. Just do it. Just go do it. And then when that change happens, it's instant. It's like, holy smokes, I didn't go too bad. What was I worrying about? It's like, that's right. What were you worrying about? Anyway, okay, good. So those are the 3 shifts that you can do right now. When? Right now. Drop a yes in the chat if you're ready. And you're going to take massive action on those 3 shifts. Simple shifts that you're going to change like this overnight, immediately. So here's the challenge, right, for you. If you're serious about owning this space, your own unique perspective, I want you to go do something crazy. Just go do something bold, right? Don't hold back. Don't play small. And the most important thing is tag me in it, because I want to see what you're up to, right? I want to see that you're not playing small and you're not willing to go down without without being bold and outrageous, and you're gonna slide into the end of life and just like, man, that was a trip. Okay, so if this hit home for you, if this is something that like, you know, that is like on your level, it's like you're ready to hear this, you're accepting this, you're open to this conversation. I've got something big coming next week, so drop more in the chat if you want in, if you want to be like kept up to date with what's going on. And here's the thing, right? Here at the end of the day, here's the thing. If the people who win in this game that you're playing in, because you're not the only person playing in the game that you're currently playing in, otherwise it wouldn't be a game. There's got to be, you know, there's got to be competitors. There's got to be, advantages and things and skills that you can bring onto the game, like the field. The people who are winning aren't always the best. All right, they're simply the ones who's decided to show up. So here's the question that I'm going to leave you with. What's it going to be? I mean, why blend in when you were born to be iconic?